If you're not yet a subscriber, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and also the little bell icon so you can be alerted each and every time we make a new video. Hi everybody, Ira Miller, the Villages expert, coming to you today from my office or conference room here in my office, and I have my monitor here in the background. Today what I want to do is I want to talk to you about the market, the real estate market. I really feel like a video needed to be made on what's going on in today's market, because this is just an incredible time for real estate, especially here in Florida. It's reminiscent of 2005 when we had that big, huge investor boom. Back in 2005, when the banks were giving away 125% mortgages, so an investor could come along, get a mortgage for a home, plus money to go ahead and fix that home up so they can flip it. So back then, the mortgage companies really got in a pickle, because once the market started tumbling down, all kind of foreclosures started going all over the place, and the rest is history, as I'm sure a lot of you know. But this is a different market. This is a market where a lot of people are coming down from up north. The banks are still lending, but they're not doing all that crazy stuff they did back in 2005. So we don't really have to worry about a lot of foreclosures going on. On our horizon, I do see the bubble bursting. All right, so a lot of people ask me, what do you think the market's going to do? What do you think the market's going to do? It's kind of hard to really tell. So what I think is happening is there were a lot of people that were on the fence about whether or not, when they're going to move, where they were going to move, with a lot of the political goings on. And as everybody in the country knows, Florida's been open. I'm not going to say we have no restrictions, but we're left up to our own devices. So there's some places that say, yes, we require you to wear a mask. I was there at Baskin-Robbins last night. Baskin-Robbins and Dunkin' Donuts had a sign, masks are required. I actually walked in without a mask. I did, as many of you know, have COVID. I did get the blood test. I do have the antibodies. So that makes me immune from COVID. Now, again, there's a controversy going on. I understand that, about possibly getting the COVID and not getting infected by it, but being able to infect other people by it, I'm not even going to get into that. This is more about the real estate market and what's happening here in Florida. So we're being inundated by all kind of people, all right, coming to Florida, seeing what we have and wanting what we have. Not only the wonderful weather that's outside here, but where this is April 22nd, and I know a lot of people up north are experiencing snow. I've been working with people that just this morning said up in Ohio, a lot of their folks are experiencing snow up there, and here we have a beautiful Chamber of Commerce weather is what we like to call it here. Bright blue skies, sunshine. I think it might be, what, 76, 78 outside. It's perfect weather here in Florida. So sorry to rub that in to all of you that might be experiencing the snow up there. But we love it here in Florida. Anyways, so I want to talk to you about what's really happening, though, as far as real estate here in Florida, and give you an up-to-date as of April 22nd, 2021. So we're going to go ahead and click out of my little The Villages expert, and we're going to go into what is my MLS. This is my search engine up here, and so we're going to start first with The Villages, which right here under city, I have The Villages. My MLS search kind of defaults to The Villages, okay? And if you look right down here, 151 matches. Those are 151 homes in the MLS on the pre-owned market. That's probably about a third of what we normally have in inventory. So 151 homes in a community of 75, 80,000 homes now. And yes, that's 75 or 80,000 homes, not people. You can almost times that by 2 to give you how many people are really here in the villages. And that's only residents, full-time residents. Anyways, 151 homes. I haven't done the math on that, but that is a minuscule percentage of pre-owned homes on the market compared to how many homes are in this community. It's just crazy. So 151 homes. Now, I'm being told the village's sales office is around 4 to 5 months out before you could even get in to order a home. So if you wanted a new home, then you would have to come down here, pick out a lot, and then they'll assign you a date to come back and order your home, which, like I said, I think the latest I've heard is around 4 months it's going to take before you could even get into their homeowner department to order your home. And then once you order your home, the building department is so backed up with permitting that it's probably about 2 months before that home can even get through the permitting process, because there's so many permits that are in the building department waiting to be approved. So now you have 4 months plus 2 months, so you have 6 months before now the home is even ready to be built. Now again, as far as the villages goes, they're probably about 6 months out in building a home. And that's fast in today's market and today's standards. Because now, what I'll say is you're probably about a year out before you can get a home built and moved in if you order a new one through the village's sales office or properties of the villages. Okay, so now let's leave the village's inventory and the village's market, and let's go to another community that I frequent a lot, which is called On Top of the World. And I sell a lot of homes at On Top of the World. So On Top of the World, and we have to put in the county because there is another one over in Clearwater, I believe. So Marion County, On Top of the World. Oh, by the way, On Top of the World, if any of you are searching for homes in On Top of the World, they have Candler Hills as a search option. They also have another little area called Indigo East. Okay, and so now between On Top of the World, Candler Hills, which is inside On Top of the World, I don't know why they've separated them out. Some listing agents put in Candler Hills, some listing agents put in On Top of the World. Indigo East is a community built by On Top of the World developer, but it's a little separate. It's really a non-gated community. It's kind of like the way the Villages is. You pull up the Villages, you push a red button, and the gate comes up. In Indigo East, they just have a gate where you have to pull up slowly before the gate comes up. But the reason they have the gate is because they have cameras from both the front and the back. So they're taking your picture as you're coming in through that community. But you don't need a special gate pass or anything like that. Again, that gate's only there to get you to slow down so it can get your tag and from the front, get your face so they have a recording of everybody who's coming in and out. So there's 32 matches for all the homes in those 3 areas. And there's probably about 7,000 homes compared to 70,000 in the villages. There's about 7,000 in On Top of the World. That's why a lot of people kind of like On Top of the World. It's much smaller, much more manageable. You have the same golf cart access to stores and stuff like that. But anyways, we're talking about the market here. 32 matches, so in that whole community, you only have 32 matches, all right? And now, they do have new homes. Their new homes, they just released a section in a place called Longleaf. So On Top of the World has different named subdivisions or villages or whatever you want to call them inside there. Candler Hills is one, Longleaf, Wayborn Landing. There's a number of others that are in there, so you can designate where you live within the On Top of the World community. But anyways, 32 matches, that's all there is in pre-owned homes. And let me just say something. On Top of the World started as a community of attached condo units, kind of like triplexes, quadplexes, no duplexes, but there's 3 or 4 that are attached, and they were taken care of as condos. So that's what you're going to see a lot of. If I click on, you're going to see a lot of them with B, Unit A, Unit B, Unit C, Unit. Whenever you see a unit, then you know that those are the attached condo units. A, B, C, D tells you which one it is in the line of homes there. So if we took that, there's 8 of those. And if we told the computer, only give me the single family, because we're not really interested in attached condos, units. 23 matches now. There's only 23 homes that are listed in On Top of the World area for you to choose from. Now, again, I was going to talk about the new homes there. They just opened up Longleaf. And before they opened up Longleaf, they were shut down. They had no more home sites for somebody to come in and choose and then go through the homeowner process. In some cases, some people actually put money down on a home site without even seeing it, made their homeowner appointment, and then came in. So now homeowner appointments in On Top of the World are about 2 months out, versus the 4 to 5 months that are in the villages. But anyways, that's where you are. And if you want, before you go through the homeowner process, if you come down here and you get down here and you don't particularly like the home site, or you want to change home sites for whatever reason, you can do that before you go into homeowner. Once you go through homeowner, you can't do it anymore. So that's kind of what I wanted to explain as well when we're talking about coming to On Top of the World to order a home. You do have that option of switching home sites if there's a new neighborhood open in that 2 months that you were waiting to get into homeowner. So there's about a 9 to 10 month process for On Top of the World to get through the homeowner permitting and building process. So that's kind of where you're at, and then it's whether or not they even have any home sites, because they have run out of home sites at some point, and they're actually out of home sites right now as we speak. On April 22nd, 2021, they don't have any home sites. They just released a neighborhood day before yesterday on I think Tuesday. Today's Thursday. I believe they opened it up on Monday or Tuesday. and they're already out of home sites. And this is just an area where there's just nothing but dirt. There's no roads, there's no landscaping. All it is just dirt. They have a map. And I used to do that when I worked for the villages. And back in 2005, when I worked for the villages sales office, that's a lot of times what I'd be selling off of is a map, because of how fast home sites were going back then. And I imagine, I'm not in the village's sales office anymore, but I would imagine that's probably what they're doing right about now, is just selling off of a map. So that's what they're kind of doing at On Top of the World. One other place that I would suggest that, and a lot of people seem to like, is Stone Creek. So if I go to Stone Creek and I look to see how many homes are in Stone Creek, and there's about, I believe there is 2,700 homes in Del Webb, Stone Creek right now. Out of those 27, there's only 4 on the pre-owned market. They have no more home sites for anybody to choose from, and they won't have any until May 4th. Because I had spent a lot of time this whole week out there at Del Webb, Stone Creek, and On Top of the World. So that's how I have all this up-to-date information, and that's why I wanted to make this video, so all of you are kept up to date and know what's going on here in the market. So that's where we're at. 4 pre-owned homes, and right now they don't have any home sites to choose from until May 4th. All right, so I want to set the proper expectations about you possibly coming down to buy a home. And I think a big reason why a lot of people are coming down to buy a home now is because not only did I say that, some people were on the fence, but with all the goings on in other cities, other states, people are just wanting to get out of those repressive situations and move to Florida, where you've always heard that it's all, the whole state is basically open. But pretty much this whole year, from January till today, I heard from people, as soon as I get my vaccine, I'm going to be down in Florida. As soon as I get my vaccine, I'll be down in Florida. As soon as I get both shots, I'll be down to Florida. Well, here it is, April 22nd. A lot of people have gotten their shots now, and a lot of people have come down here to buy homes, and that's kind of the situation. This is kind of where we're at. All right, so what's the solution? Well, I guess the solution is, and has been for quite a while, is when you contact me, first of all, you contact me, you say, hey, I'm interested in coming down, I want to buy a home. All right, I want to let you know, very limited inventory. The good ones go fast. The best ones go immediately. So we set you up on what's called an auto email. So what we would do is we would go through here and we would start checking off price, total bedroom, square foot, year bill, where you want to be, Stone Creek, On Top of the World, Stonecrest, Spruce Creek, Villages, wherever. We'd plug you in here. We'd get you all set up, and then when we get you set up, we would do what's called an auto email. And we do that by this new auto email system that we have. We send you what we have. If none of those are what you're looking for, this new auto email will send you listings immediately as soon as they hit the market. So we set you up on that. We click that. We get all your information, and then you will be getting listings. No more having to look in Zillow or Trulia or Realtor.com. No more having to do that. We've got you set up with exactly what you're looking for. And so as soon as you get an email of a listing and you look at it and that you think that home is for you, you contact me immediately and I'll write up a contract for you. All right? And in the meantime, we're going to write a contract. We're going to go ahead and get the process started. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over and take a video for you. And I'm going to do a personal video just for you, as you've probably already seen me do in the past. And then I will go through the home. I'll point out the good and the bad in the home. And then we'll send you the link to be able to look at this video to go ahead and approve this home as the one that you want to buy. All right, so that is the best thing that we can do for you. As far as I know, there's nobody else out there doing this service. As far as I know, there's nobody else qualified like I am to do this for you. And, you know, again, just to kind of touch on what my qualifications are, I am a residential licensed contractor, have been for 25 years by the state of Florida. My home inspector license, I had a home inspector license, kind of let that expire because I don't do home inspections other than kind of a pre-inspection when I go and look at homes for you. But I've gone not only as a contractor do I have the experience to be a home inspector, but I did go through the whole course. I think it's a 125-hour course to be a home inspector. So I went through that whole course, got certified, got licensed, and then as a broker I've sold well over 1,000 homes in my career. I think I'm very qualified to be able to take a camera, go through. The camera we have is a 4K camera, so it's very good on focus. We're waiting on a brand new camera that's on back order right now that we've spent a bunch of money on. But this 4K camera that I have, this Sony 4K, I'm sure what you're watching shows a really good picture as it is anyways, okay? So that's what I'll do for you to try to get you a home here in Florida because of the real estate market that's going on here. So I hope I've provided you some really good information so you know exactly what's going on, so you're not caught off guard. You just don't come running down here to buy a home and expect there to be a bunch of homes for you to choose from. That's not the case, but we're doing everything we can to try to give you the best advantage that we can to go ahead and purchase a home here in Florida. So go ahead, please contact us. So let me just say this too. I'm extremely busy with working with customers who have made appointments with me. I'm extremely busy. When you come down and I work personally with you, my whole focus is on you. I don't answer my phone. So the best thing to do is either text me or, even better, call my assistant, Paige. And so my office phone number is 352-204-9026. You can text that number or call that number, okay? If you call and nobody answers, somebody will call you right back. It's only because we are so busy answering the phone, talking to people, you know, and we're also writing contracts and putting all that together. It's a very, very, very busy time to be selling real estate. Very good thing for me. We're working night and day to try to keep up. I have Paige as my assistant. I have Christian as my tech guy who tries to keep us up to date with our videos. So I have somebody who I can hand off a video to. He'll go ahead and make he'll process it and edit it and bring it out there to you. I have help. I have people that are licensed agents. Dalton Daly is one of them. So he's here right out of my office here in Lady Lake. I also have in the Villages, and I also have help with Heather Mangus, and she is actually in Ocala, and she helps me as well. So might get to the point where if you're on a strict, tight schedule, I'll always meet with you, but maybe Heather might have to take over and show you the homes. If you're interested in a new home, we'll have to get you with one of their new home sales agents, whether it's in On Top of the World or Del Webb Stone Creek. We're also going to highlight another community called Ocala Preserve. Shea Homes are one of the builders over there building homes in Ocala Preserve. There's a few others, but be looking for that video on Ocala Preserve, because that's it's not brand new, but it's a pretty new community. Have some wonderful amenities. It's kind of on par with Del Webb, and I think that might be one of the options that you might want to go with as well. All right, so be looking for that brand new video to come out. And as always, you can try to get a hold of me on my cell phone number, which is 352-454-9561. Call, you can try calling if you want. You can text as well. I'm probably not going to be able to get back to you to either at the end of the day or maybe even sometime the next day. And that's why I'm offering you immediate results by talking to Paige or Christian, or maybe even Dalton will be around to answer some of your questions as well. All right, so that's kind of it. That's what the market's doing here in Florida, in my Central Florida area, in the Villages and in Ocala. We're here for you. We're trying our best to stay up with everybody and give you extreme customer service. And again, I don't know any other agent that's as qualified as myself who also offers assistance through an assistant or licensed agents who work on the Villages expert team here. Okay, so I want to thank you so much for watching this video. If you're not yet a subscriber, we'd love to have you as a subscriber. And just hit that subscribe red button there, or red where it says subscribe. And also hit the little bell icon, because that will notify you each and every time we make a new video like this, okay? So we look forward to you being our subscriber. We look forward to working with you at some point. And like I said, call us if you need more information. Call us if you're coming down. Call to make an appointment. If you want to make an appointment with me, I would ask that you do it at least a week ahead of time, if not maybe 2 weeks, because of how full my schedule has been lately. And again, that's the result of me making this video for you, to keep you up to date with what's going on with me and the market. All right, so thanks again for watching. I look forward to seeing you in my next video.